How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Tring Christmas channel. As always, I'm Dan, I'm back. Yes, I know I look tired. I am tired, but I'm back today. I'm here making a video for you. I'm going to tell you all about why I've been missing for a little bit and what's been going on. But today's video, we've got a pair of these solid NICKS boots sent to me from the folks at NICKS. They were very kind to let me have a look at a pair of their boots, to tear it down, just see what they're all about, what they're made of, and we're going to do a bit of a conversion on the sole. We're going to change it to a Commando sole. So keep watching, see what it's all about. So I'm back, and once again, good to see you guys. So let me tell you a little bit what's going on. There's roadworks outside, so I hope it's not too noisy. I hope you can hear me. Basically, the reason I've been a little bit MIA from the YouTube videos is what I've said many times before, and that is that the shop this time of the year in the winter is so busy. I literally spend most of my time on the machines there, and I have barely any time or energy to devote to YouTube. And I've also been moving house, so if any of you guys have done that before, you understand it's a huge task, and this is the first house I've had actually. So there's been so much to do, like furnishing, buying lots of furniture, and to be honest, a lot of the time I will spend the evenings working on YouTube, whether that's thinking of ideas or editing, and most of my evenings have been shopping for furniture or sorting out things to do with the house. I've also got my best friend's wedding coming up early next year, and I'm sorting out the stag do for that, and then we're going to South Africa. So there's just a hell of a lot going on in my life right now, which makes it challenging to make YouTube videos, but I'm here today. I've got my coffee, so we're just going to crack on. Right, so like I said, we've got these NICKS boots, and these aren't the customers, they're just from the folks at NICKS. And NICKS have a reputation for being really robust and really well made. So we're going to take it apart and just see what the story is. They've got a day-night sole on, and we're just going to, for a laugh really, I'm going to put these Commando soles on just for something different, a bit of an experiment. They've got a stitch track, so the stitches go around the outside. I'm going to have to go outside and tell them to be a bit more quiet. There we go. They've piped down a bit. Anyway, let's get started and strip this shoe down. I'll tell you what, I wasn't ready for this much manual labour first thing in the morning. This is a tough heel to peel off. Yeah, but we roll with it. So, first thing you come across, some pretty long, pretty robust nails, but we weren't expecting anything less, were we? So just a little heads up before we get too deep into this video, it's the Tring Christmas fair tonight, where they close off the high street and have loads of stalls and stuff. There's some reindeers, so I'm probably going to show you a little bit of that. So we'll see if we can get this job done nice and quick before it all kicks off, and then we can go and have a walk around and stuff. And I think also, it won't be today, but at the end of this video, I'll take you to my new gaff, show you around my house a little bit, why not? God, this is impossible. It's like a challenge on I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. There he is. And again, some really long, robust nails in that heel block. So it's a stacked leather heel block, all made up of genuine leather right there, rather than the horrible cardboard stuff that falls apart. All right, so we're just going to try and remove this rubber outsole by cutting through the stitches. It's a bit of a strange construction. I'm trying to figure it out as I go along, but the stitches are quite deep in towards the inside of the sole here, so let's see how we go. Oh, wow. I don't know what glue these guys use, but I can safely say that NICKS boots are very well put together. That was bloody tough to get off. So now let's have a proper look at it and see if we can figure out this construction. Okay, so what we've got is a very thick leather midsole, and I wasn't sure if it was something that would be removed or not, because the sole itself, the leather midsole itself, is the heel rand. So once we take that off, it's going to go down to the bare uppers, but it looks like from this point upwards, it has a sewn welt that is sewn to, and it's also got a whole bunch of nails going through there to the footbed, and it's actually got, if you can see, a bit of a hump, like a fiddleback. So let's get this off and see what it's really like. Let's have a bit of the old jerk off stripper. It's just going to melt all the old glue. Alright, so there we go, folks. Look at all them nails. Looks like the inside of a shark's mouth. Alright guys, I've got it all sorted, and I can reveal to you how this boot is put together. So like I said, you can see that big hump down there, that's the fiddleback construction to give it its arch. And the leather midsole was Blake stitched right through to the footbed. We've got all these nails there in the waist, and the leather midsole, like I said, was the heel rand. There's no separate heel rand. Normally the welt would all be one piece of the rand, but that was part of it, all nailed in there. And then we had the rubber outsole on top that was outsole stitched, but it doesn't have a welt. What it actually has, it's a stitch down construction, same as Pat's boots in the last video, where the material upper comes down, and then it comes out to the side there, pokes out to the side. It's all one piece, and that's what we stitch to. So that is basically your welt. So it's a really good construction for making boots waterproof. It's a really waterproof way of making a boot. So it's almost like a rapid Blake stitch, where we had the leather midsole blaked and then the rubber outsole stitched. So normally I wouldn't have taken that big leather midsole off, and we wouldn't need to. It was really cool how this was put together. We could have done a full resole with the outsole of the rubber, but anyway, we need to get a leather sole back on that, so let's just knock that together. Okay, so you know what time it is. We've got to get glue on our boot and our new leather soles, so let's get sticky. So obviously what we're doing is just heating up the glue to activate it, and then we can get our new sole on. Has anyone seen Ron as well? I actually haven't seen him for ages. He's probably down the pub. Ow, 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 that's hot. There's the roadworks going again outside. What I'm just going to do is wetten the sole, and that's going to make it a little bit more flexible for getting that fiddleback shape going. Hello. How can I help you, my darling? So we're just replacing some of these nails in the waist now. I've already done this side. I'm just going to run up here quickly. so we're back at the back to use the outsole stitcher to stitch the sole on. Annabelle's being my very useful camera assistant, and I've got my protective eyeglasses on, which are also a very fashionable accessory, if I don't say so myself.
I wouldn't go that far.
Can I get a little closer? Look at that. Beauty. Okay, so that's that midsole stitched on, so now we're ready to start getting the outsole on. Right, so here's our Commando sole that's going on. I've already pre-glued it because I want to get a couple of layers on. And here's the outsole. We got the brass tacks in, heel tacks, bleak stitched on. I'm going to get some glue on, so once again, let's get sticky. Annabella said, let's get sticky.
Let's try not to laugh the first time.
Say, okay Dan, let's get sticky.
Okay Dan, let's get sticky. Oh dear.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
How much glue are you putting on?
A cobbler never puts on too much glue or too little glue. He puts on precisely the correct amount he intends. One thing about getting glue on your arm is you get it on your hairs, and it's impossible to get off without just ripping your hairs out. So, fun times. Okay, so there we go, the glue's nice and hot on our Commando sole. Now when we line it up, obviously we have to make sure that the tread pattern is pretty much bang on central with the sole. It's always tricky when you're putting it on a shoe that wasn't designed to have a Commando sole in the first place, but we'll manage. I found Ron, by the way. There he is, and he's going to oversee this part of the job. Then we've got to wheel it over that fiddleback hump as well. Right, I'm just going to make a cup of coffee. You keep an eye on that for a minute for me, Ron. Did you touch this? So obviously just getting some white thread in the bottom. So we have nice white stitching on the top of the welt. Okay, so we don't groove the sole when we have stitch track because the stitches aren't going to be exposed and walking on the ground, so we just stitch around it like that. Alright, so we'll just get some last tacks in and then I'll show you how we get our heel on, which is actually going to be a super simple job. I'm actually really struggling today, guys, especially with holding these little nails. For some reason, I woke up about 4 AM this morning and my thumb really bloody hurt. It woke me up about 4 AM. And it was genuinely about a 8 out of 10 pain. I don't know what I did. I think I might have rolled over onto it in my sleep and bent it backwards or something. Okay guys, so there's our sole on, stitched on and tacked. So the reason the heel is so simple is Commando soles come with these Commando heels that are units. So it's your heel block and your top lift all in one. So we just got to glue it, whack it on and job done. Okay, so I've already got some glue on, but I may as well show you the process as I'm doing 2 coats of glue. One lot on the heel/heel block. And then on the corresponding section on the heel, then we're going to heat it up, press it together, and we'll basically be done. Okay, so there we go. The meat and potatoes of the job is done. You see I just inked around the edges and put some dye on the uppers, but just to finish off, a bit of TLC. We're going to use some mink oil on these because these are a waxed leather, and this Saphir Medal d'Or mink oil is super duper stuff. It really nourishes the leather and gives it a nice waterproof balm. Okay, so we can just use our fingers. We're just going to massage it in. It comes out as a sort of grease if you've never used mink oil before, but it's really good, especially on tough leathers, and this is amber harness leather by the looks of it, which is very robust stuff, so we want something that's going to penetrate deep into the fibers and nourish it and relax it. And of course, remember, if you want to grab any mink oil or any of the other products that we use, you can grab it all from our online store, tringshoerepairs.com, where we've got all the Saphir products to keep your shoes looking the bee's knees. Okay, so there we go, and how good does that look now that we've done a nice little coat on there? And that's it, job done. All right guys, so there we go, we've got our Commando sole on. Little conversion job for you. Just whacked some new wax leather laces in there that NICKS gave to me. So overall, what we found out, these NICKS boots are really well made. I can confidently say they are tough as old boots, pardon the pun. So I think these would last miles and miles. One thing I will say is I had quite a lot of trouble re-soling them, to be honest, and I don't know whether that's just down to my machine. My machine doesn't like stitching thick soles, as in a double full leather sole and a Commando sole, and Commando soles can just be a bit of a pain to repair anyway, but it's come out all right this time, just a bit of a challenge. Anyway, that's enough of the boots. As I say, the Christmas fair is all kicking off now, so I want to get ready. They've closed the high street and they're setting up stalls outside and fun throughout the road, so I'm going to stay open until about 7 o'clock just so people can come in and, you know, say hello, maybe spend some money. And then I believe Chris Zero is showing his face and we're going to have a little wander around. I'll close up and we're just going to have a look at some of the stalls, and there's some reindeer apparently. So we're going to go see the reindeer and I'm going to shoot a few bits for you. Don't know how much I'll get, but we'll see what I can film for you. Okay, so this is early in the day. I thought I'd just snap everything before it gets busy. So there's the high street as it is. Things are just starting to get set up. See, my shop's had a good old clean. George is dressed up. So first thing we need to talk about is there's guys set up right outside my window doing a hog roast. They couldn't be advertising to me any harder. They're basically forcing me to buy their hog roast, which will definitely be happening a little later. And just what I've done, my little bit to join in, I've got some gold coins and mince pies just to hand out. And normally I have biscuits made in the shape of shoes, but we couldn't do that this year, so I've got these. But I've done a problem. I've done a problem. I've set it up here and I've got to take it over there. And as I move the barrel, mayhem's going to ensue. It made it, I managed to shuffle it across. How cool does that look? So the challenge for me now is to not eat any of them. It's just starting to liven up a little bit outside as it gets darker. Let's go and have a look. Look who popped in. I actually managed, and I sweet talked to the hog roast guys outside. I managed to snag myself a free hog roast bap. Turns out that was the worst hog roast I've ever had. It was cold. I'll just share with you guys, have a little bit of a chat with you. The Christmas fair, this is my 4th year that the Christmas fair has been on, and the last 2 years have been really quiet because of COVID. So this is the first time that it's actually, we'll go outside and have a look. First time that it's busy again, so it's always quite a nice event. There's probably about 4,000 people here, they reckon. Look who turned up. It's him again.
It's me again.
He just can't stay away from the channel. Yeah, Chris is here. We're going to close up now. I think we've had enough. We're going to have a little wander around, go look at the fair and
check out the reindeers.
We're going to see the reindeers. Chris has a challenge on his channel called Can I lift it? Can I pick it up? So he's going to pick up a reindeer.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Look who else turned up. It's Annabelle. She's here to clock in for the shift at 5:30.
I think this is early actually.
But it's 25 to 6. What have you got to say for yourself?
Well, absolutely nothing.
Also, punishment, she's not allowed a chocolate coin.
Oh, funnily enough, I'm very intolerant for the time.
I've got a plan, guys. I'm going to feed him a chocolate coin. Here he comes. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh no, don't go. Don't leave me! So I have a confession to make, and that is that I realise I haven't done a very good job at this video, and I realise I didn't get too much footage of the Christmas fair, but I am actually back at my house now. I said I'd show you around the new gaff. Obviously it's night time, you can't really see too much, there's snow on the ground, but we can have a quick look inside, and bear with me, it's still a bit of a construction site. So if I take you guys in, we can have a little look around. Now, like I said, bear with me, here's a bit of a crash site, but here we are. So the deal is, it's a new build, so it's not exactly livable yet. I'm just filling it up with stuff, so excuse all the mess. But kitchen, and my buddy Jack got me a hippo mug. If we check in the fridge, essentials, obviously, beer, chocolate, wine. And if I take you down to the living room, it's what I've been working on the most. So we got a few bits going on. Got my sofa, chair. Chris Zero helped me move in because it was blooming heavy. Toad, and telly's all set up. Nice little Christmas tree there, but no Wi-Fi at the minute, so you can't watch anything. There's a little Charmander down there. He's been watching the place while I've been gone. And if we have a look behind, something really cool is this fish tank that I've been working on. It's something I spent a couple of weeks working on, and I'm really happy with how this is looking. But obviously it's missing something. We need some fish. But those guys are coming next week, so keep an eye out for that. I've got to show you this incredible gorilla lamp, but it wouldn't be a tour without taking you upstairs, would it? Also really happy with this flooring. Wasn't too sure on it at first, but let's go up. Again, nothing much up here just yet, except a couple of empty rooms and bathroom. Hi guys. Last night I just built a bed, need some sheets, don't get excited. So that is it for the end of the tour for now, and with that, that's the end of the video. I'll do more of a tour when I've got more stuff in here, and I'll keep you guys updated with the journey. And I apologise that this video is a bit of a mashup towards the end. It got away from me a little bit. It's taken me a while to crack on with editing and filming, to be honest. But as always, if you made it all the way to the end, do hit a like. It really helps me with the channel. And I hope you enjoy seeing us have a look at these NICKS boots. Remember to get in touch with us via the website, tringshoerepairs.com, if you want to talk to us about a shoe repair or look at any of the Sapphire products that we sell. But for now, that's the end of the video. I've got some stuff to do in here, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.